There's a wild new twist in the Hollywood scandal machine. And this time, it's dragging Ashton Kutcher straight into the fire.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So,
Whispers are swirling that the infamous Diddy tapes, the ones allegedly filled with explosive career-ending content, might feature none other than Kutcher himself in a compromising situation. The unconfirmed rumor that Ashton was allegedly caught cheating during one of Diddy's notorious parties, all captured on hidden surveillance. Now, let's be clear, this is just speculation, with no official confirmation. But in a post-Weinstein era, where the walls are closing in on Hollywood's elite, these kinds of allegations, even if unverified, can crack reputations wide open. And for someone like Kutcher, who's carefully built a clean tech entrepreneur meets family man image, this kind of association could be catastrophic. So, what's really going on behind the scenes? Is this just another baseless rumor? Or the beginning of Ashton's unraveling? Let's dive deep into the past, the present, and the buried secrets that just won't stay buried.
Mr. Kutcher looked in the window and saw what he thought was spilled wine on the floor. We believe now the evidence will show that was actually blood.
For years, Ashton Kutcher cultivated a reputation as Hollywood's lovable goofball turned respectable entrepreneur. From his breakout role on That 70s Show to his more serious pivot into tech investments and human rights activism, he wore the badge of good guy with pride. He was the prankster turned philanthropist, the heartthrob who matured into a Silicon Valley savvy do-gooder. But was it all just a carefully managed illusion? Beneath that shiny exterior, some insiders claim Ashton has been walking a very different path. And now, in light of the rumors surrounding the Diddy tapes, especially the unverified allegation that he was caught stepping out on Mila Kunis at one of those parties, people are starting to look at his past a lot more closely. While there's no official confirmation that Ashton appears in the footage, the speculation alone has reignited interest in long-buried whispers, stories that never made headlines, of wild nights, shady circles, and connections to figures whose reputations have since imploded. And now that Diddy is under intense scrutiny, anyone linked to him, especially attendees of his notorious gatherings, is getting dragged into the fallout. Could it be that Ashton's clean-cut image was always just that? A well-produced act? Or are we witnessing a dangerous game of guilt by association? Either way, the narrative around Kutcher is beginning to crack. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Diddy. Once the life of the party and the kingmaker of hip-hop, Diddy's name is now tangled up in a growing mess of legal chaos, leaked footage, and disturbing allegations. But what does this have to do with Ashton Kutcher? Well, a lot more than people want to admit. You see, for years, whispers about Diddy's infamous parties floated around Hollywood like urban legend. Private mansions, celebrity guest lists, no cameras, no rules, and apparently, no limits. Most folks brushed it off as exaggerated gossip. But now that tapes have allegedly surfaced, tapes law enforcement is reportedly reviewing, the wild tales aren't so easy to ignore. And here's where Ashton's name suddenly re-enters the picture. Several anonymous posters on online forums, including industry gossip pages and blind item sites, claim that Ashton was a recurring face at some of Diddy's private events. Again, no official confirmation, but the timing of these rumors is suspicious. And then came that claim, just a rumor, let's be clear, that Ashton was allegedly seen in one of the Diddy tapes, not doing anything illegal, but reportedly in the company of women who weren't Mila Kunis. Whether this is a case of mistaken identity, a smear campaign, or something more, it's set the internet on fire. Reddit threads, TikTok theories, even celebrity blind item accounts are treating this like Hollywood's version of Watergate. And here's the kicker. Ashton's team hasn't said a word. No public denial, no legal threats, just radio silence. Which begs the question, why? Is it because there's nothing to address? Or because acknowledging it would only fan the flames? Mila Kunis has built her entire brand on being the chill girl. Down to earth, no nonsense, famously private. But in the middle of this storm, her silence has been deafening. When the first wave of backlash hit Ashton over the Danny Masterson letter debacle, Mila got dragged right alongside him. The public turned cold, fast. And while she issued a quick joint video with Ashton trying to explain their intent, the damage was already done. People didn't buy it. They called it robotic, insincere, PR damage control at its worst. But now, with Ashton being allegedly linked to the Diddy tapes and cheating rumors swirling, all eyes are on Mila once again. Will she speak out? Will she stay silent? Or is she preparing to walk away quietly? Insiders have claimed that Mila's been deeply embarrassed by the situation. Some tabloids even suggested she's taken the kids and temporarily moved out of their shared home in Beverly Hills. Of course, there's been no official confirmation, but the paparazzi shots of Mila looking unusually tense and without her wedding ring are only fueling speculation. One source close to the couple told a major outlet, "Mila's in a tough spot. She loves Ashton, but she didn't sign up for this circus." That's a far cry from the loved-up image they've projected for years. Suddenly, people are wondering if the entire Kunis-Kutcher fairy tale has been a well-managed illusion all along. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time Ashton's fidelity has been questioned. Back in his early 2000s marriage to Demi Moore, there were already rumors of late-night escapades, text messages, and questionable behavior. Mila knew that. She married him anyway. But now, with all these new allegations, whether true or not, some are asking if she regrets that choice. Is Mila the loyal ride or die? Or the woman quietly planning her exit? The truth might be messier than either version. Now, let's get into the real chaos. The Diddy tapes. When federal agents raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami, the entertainment world held its breath. What were they looking for? Why now? The shocking footage of helicopters, armed agents, and Diddy's inner circle being detained sent shockwaves across social media. Then came the rumors. Allegations began circulating online that these raids weren't just about Diddy, but that the evidence collected might implicate others. That's when things took a wild turn. Unverified sources started claiming the feds had uncovered video footage from parties Diddy hosted, allegedly involving high-profile celebrities. And somehow, Ashton Kutcher's name got dragged right into the storm. Multiple blind items and gossip blogs began buzzing with unconfirmed whispers that Kutcher might have been caught in some of those tapes. Some even claimed one clip allegedly showed him in a compromising position with a woman who wasn't Mila Kunis. Again, this is rumor, not confirmed fact. But the internet didn't care. The idea that America's former golden boy could be entangled in Diddy's deepening legal nightmare, it spread like wildfire. To be clear, no official source has stated that Ashton Kutcher is being investigated or that he's part of any legal action. But perception is everything. And once your name gets linked to something as explosive as this, the court of public opinion moves fast. People are now questioning everything. Ashton's friendships, his business ties, even his history of defending questionable behavior. Suddenly, those old clips of him bragging about partying with celebrities in the early 2000s don't seem so harmless. And let's be real, the Diddy situation is snowballing. He's already facing multiple accusations, ranging from harassment to worse, and the list of celebrities being name-dropped keeps growing. So, whether Ashton was actually involved or just at the wrong place at the wrong time, his reputation is in serious jeopardy. The question is, did Ashton Kutcher knowingly step into the lion's den? Or is he just another Hollywood player caught in the blast radius? Either way, the fallout has only just begun. What started as a slow-burning legal nightmare for Sean Diddy Combs has exploded into a full-blown media storm. And somehow, Ashton Kutcher's name keeps popping up in the background. When federal agents raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami, it wasn't just a bad look. It was a statement. Sources close to the investigation say authorities were searching for digital evidence, hard drives, phones, and even potential footage related to ongoing legal inquiries involving multiple disturbing allegations. While the full list of accusations hasn't been publicly confirmed, the whispers are heavy, and the implications even heavier. Suddenly, Diddy wasn't just a mogul. He was a central figure in what many are calling the entertainment industry's next major reckoning. But here's where things get strange and extremely messy. Among the wildest online chatter following the raids were claims that certain tapes, possibly seized during the operation, allegedly show high-profile celebrities at Diddy's infamous parties. And guess who one of those rumored names was? You guessed it, Ashton Kutcher. Let's be clear. No official report has named Ashton in any criminal context. There's no verified evidence that he was involved in anything illegal. But that hasn't stopped the speculation from spreading like wildfire. Blogs, YouTube channels, and even former insiders have been dropping breadcrumbs, suggesting that Ashton may have been a guest at these secretive gatherings Diddy was known for. Some are even going as far as to suggest that compromising footage of certain celebrities, including Ashton, could exist. Now, whether that's real or total internet fiction remains to be seen. But it's not hard to understand why Ashton's name is being dragged into the narrative. His previous closeness with the Hollywood elite, his appearance at lavish parties, and his growing list of controversial connections make him an easy target in the court of public opinion. Diddy's parties were the stuff of legend, high security, invite-only events where no cameras were allowed. and NDAs were standard. But if any footage does surface from those nights, and if any recognizable faces show up in compromising situations, the fallout won't be limited to just Diddy. And Ashton, he may find himself in the middle of a fire he didn't start, but one that could scorch everything he's built. For now, it's all speculation. But in Hollywood, sometimes rumors don't need to be true to destroy reputations. They just need to go viral. Ashton Kutcher's career has always been a mix of Hollywood charm and unexpected turns. From his early days on That 70s Show to blockbuster hits and his successful tech investments, Ashton has managed to stay relevant in a notoriously fickle industry. But with the recent swirling rumors connected to Diddy's scandal, Ashton's personal and professional life is now facing unprecedented scrutiny. In the wake of the rumors, tabloids and social media exploded with speculation about Ashton's private life, particularly around his relationships. Fans and critics alike are revisiting past headlines about his marriage to Mila Kunis, as well as other alleged romantic entanglements. While there has never been any credible proof of Ashton cheating, the whispers around the Diddy tapes have reignited questions and cast a shadow of doubt on his image. What's more, insiders say Ashton has been unusually private lately, avoiding public appearances and staying off social media. Some suggest he might be trying to keep a low profile while the storm rages on. Others speculate he could be consulting legal teams or damage control experts behind the scenes. Professionally, Ashton has also been juggling multiple projects, from acting to producing to his tech ventures. The timing of these rumors couldn't be worse, as any negative headlines could jeopardize deals and partnerships. Industry sources say executives are watching closely to see how Ashton responds, knowing that even unproven accusations can affect box office numbers and brand collaborations. It's important to emphasize again, these are all unconfirmed rumors. No hard evidence has surfaced linking Ashton Kutcher to any wrongdoing related to the Diddy investigation. Still, in Hollywood, even a whiff of controversy can change everything overnight. Whether Ashton can weather this storm unscathed is anyone's guess. But one thing is clear. The next few months will be critical for his reputation, career, and personal life. The ripple effects of the Diddy scandal and the swirling rumors involving high-profile figures like Ashton Kutcher go beyond just one or two celebrities. This whole situation is shining a harsh spotlight on Hollywood's darker side, where power, influence, and secrets often intertwine in ways the public rarely sees. Many insiders believe this could be a turning point for the industry. For years, there have been whispered conversations about misconduct, shady deals, and personal betrayals behind closed doors. Now, with these explosive tapes making headlines and rumors spreading like wildfire, the conversation has gone public in a way that's impossible to ignore. Producers, agents, and executives are reportedly reevaluating their partnerships and vetting processes, fearing that any association with scandal could damage their reputations or bottom lines. Some believe this might trigger a wave of increased transparency and accountability, while others worry it could just push problematic behavior further underground. Fans and critics are also divided. Some see the scandal as a long overdue exposure of Hollywood's flaws, demanding change and justice. Others caution against rushing to judgment, reminding everyone that rumors don't always tell the whole story, and that people deserve privacy and due process. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds for debate, with hashtags trending and discussions erupting in comment sections worldwide. The appetite for celebrity news has never been higher, but so has the risk of misinformation and unfair attacks. In the midst of this chaos, Ashton Kutcher and others caught up in the swirling rumors remain in the public eye, with their every move scrutinized more than ever. Whether this leads to meaningful change or simply fades into another Hollywood drama is still unfolding. What is certain, though, is that the fallout from these tapes will be felt for a long time, changing how celebrities, media, and fans interact with one another forever. As the dust settles from the storm of leaked tapes and swirling rumors, many are left wondering, what's next for Ashton Kutcher, Diddy, and everyone else tangled up in this controversy? The truth is, the road ahead is uncertain and full of potential twists. For Ashton Kutcher, the speculation about his personal life, including the rumored cheating in the Diddy tapes, again, it's important to stress that these remain unconfirmed rumors, could affect both his personal reputation and professional opportunities. While Kutcher has always maintained a relatively private personal life compared to some of his Hollywood peers, this sudden spotlight could force him to address these rumors publicly, or take a step back from the limelight to regroup. On the career front, Kutcher's various projects, whether acting roles, producing ventures, or business investments, may come under increased scrutiny. In today's climate, even unproven allegations can have lasting effects on public perception and brand partnerships. How he navigates this delicate moment could define his trajectory in the years to come. Meanwhile, Diddy faces his own set of challenges. As one of the most influential figures in music and business, the revelations in the tapes and the resulting backlash put pressure on his empire. Industry insiders suggest that Diddy's response will be critical in determining whether he can maintain his status or if this scandal will mark a turning point in his career. Both men and others involved now face the difficult task of managing public relations, potential legal implications, and personal healing. The media frenzy shows no signs of slowing down, and every statement or silence will be dissected by fans and critics alike. Ultimately, this saga serves as a reminder of how quickly private matters can become public controversies in the age of social media, and how even the most powerful celebrities must navigate the complex interplay between personal mistakes, public perception, and career survival. And there you have it. The explosive story behind the leaked tapes, the swirling rumors involving Ashton Kutcher and Diddy, and what it could all mean moving forward. Remember, while some of these details are based on speculation and unconfirmed reports, the impact on everyone involved is very real. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the biggest celebrity stories. What do you think about these rumors and the fallout? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more insider scoops and controversial stories right here.